Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. And this week I have an email from a guy who asked a woman out and she said, maybe. So now he's wondering what to do. So here's the email. He says, I'm a 31-year-old good-looking guy in shape and I'm successful in the dating world. There's a woman that works at a bar that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. We spoke a few times on several occasions and mostly while she's off while hanging out there. She giggles when I talk to her. I catch her looking at me. My friends catch her looking at me, etc. Okay, so it seems like all the signs are there that she is interested. He goes on, so last time I was there, she was working, and I decided to tell her that I thought she was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen, that she has a super cute giggle, and I want to get to know her and ask her out to dinner. Bad move. Bad move. Don't ever tell a woman that you barely know that she's the most beautiful girl you've ever seen. I know that's what you feel, I know that's what you think, but it's just too much too soon. It's intimidating, and it just feels weird to a woman to hear that because it sounds like you've already fallen for her hook, line, and sinker. Meanwhile, you barely know her, and so she wonders why you're so into her without really knowing her. You're just basing it on looks, so you come across as just being interested in looks. If someone is beautiful, they want to be complimented on something else. They want to be complimented on their brains. They want to be complimented on how they do something. You could have said something about, how she's such a great bartender. I'm assuming she's a bartender. But don't ever compliment a woman initially on her looks if she's beautiful, because you're used to hearing that constantly. So it just goes in one ear and out the other, and you just come across as another just plain Joe. It's like, oh, here's another guy telling me how beautiful I am. Here's another guy, and you don't set yourself apart from anyone else. Okay, he goes on. This wasn't the best time to ask her because her coworkers were around and she was in the middle of work, but she said maybe. This threw me for a loop, maybe because she was working and her other coworkers could hear what I said and what she was saying, but I've always gotten a yes or a no. I've never gotten a maybe. That was 2 weeks ago. Well, there's always a first time for a maybe, and this was your first time. Yes, this was also a matter of bad timing. You don't ask someone out, especially when she's in the middle of work and her coworkers are around. You don't know what her situation is. You don't know if one of her coworkers is interested in her, if she's interested in one of her coworkers, if she's in a relationship but she's not happy, but her coworkers know her boyfriend, and so she can't say anything because it'll get back to him. I mean, you don't know what the situation is. Something like that should have been done, not necessarily in private, but when there's no one else around. So again, mistake number 2, you don't ask someone out in front of a bunch of other people. It's just awkward. And she didn't want to say no in front of everybody, so she said, maybe, maybe. All right. And finally, he goes on to say, tonight I walked by and I know she saw me and I totally ignored her. My plan is to continue to ignore her and talk to the other girls there, maybe even take a date there until she gives me some kind of reach and comes to me. What do you think? Mistake number 3. So now you look like a boy. You've been hurt. She didn't say yes. She didn't get back to you. So now you're going to, try to make her jealous or spite her. And that's not what a man does. That's what a boy does. Well, I'm going to make you jealous because you didn't want me. I approached you and you rejected me. So now I'm going to, it's so childish. It's so immature. I'm just giving it to you straight. I'm not here to just say things that'll make you feel good. I'm here to tell you the truth. That's really immature. And if I was her, I wouldn't go out with you. It's like, wow, first he asked me out, and then I didn't say yes when I was trying to make me jealous. It's like, wow, I dodged a bullet there. I'm glad I said maybe. So that's no way to behave. What you can do is, just continue on like nothing happened. Continue to talk to her, continue to be friendly, continue to find out what's going on with her. Find out if she has a boyfriend. And don't bring up the lunch or dinner. Again, you've already asked her. What the correct response would have been when she said maybe was, okay, cool, well, you let me know. And that's it. And then the ball's in her court, because instead you said, oh, we have to work on that. No, you say, well, you let me know. And that's it. The ball's in her court. So now you know for next time, don't compliment a woman heavily before you really know her. before you're dating her. Don't ask her out in front of her friends or coworkers, and then don't try to make her jealous when she turns you down. So, if you have any questions or comments about this or any other of my podcasts or anything to do with your own life, you can contact me at theartoflove.net. And in the meantime, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.